Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for the latest news and information from the city of Greensboro. The Neighborhood Development Department is encouraging residents to share comments on the proposed good repair amendment to the city's Code of Ordinances found in Chapter 11 of the Housing Code. The proposed good repair ordinance amendment, which would adopt the International Property Maintenance Code, provides a minimum standard for maintenance, sanitation, and safety for non-residential buildings or structures located within the city limits. The ordinance also outlines the investigation and enforcement process to bring non-residential buildings and structures into compliance. The deadline to submit comments is Monday, June 3rd. Comments can be emailed to goodrepair@greensboro-nc.gov or submit them via postal mail to the attention of Cynthia Blue at the City of Greensboro, P.O. Box 3136, Greensboro, North Carolina 27402. Major changes are in store for the city's residential recycling program. Glass bottles and jars will no longer be accepted beginning July 1st. As a result of ongoing contamination at recycling drop-off locations and the increased cost of recycling, the city's 20 recycling drop-off locations will also be removed between now and July 1st. These changes are due to significant changes in the global recycling market, resulting in the city paying for each ton of recyclables sent to the recycling contractor. The following items will no longer be recyclable as of July 1st. Milk cartons, juice boxes, large plastic items such as buckets or lawn furniture, pots, pans, and shredded paper. These items should be put in your green container, while aerosol cans should be dropped off at the Household Hazardous Waste Convenience Site located at 2750 Patterson Avenue. Hours of operation are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information about changes to Greensboro's recycling program, visit the city's website, call the contact center, or download the GSO Collects app. The Greensboro City Council has appointed Charles Watts as the new city attorney effective June 1st. Watts brings more than 30 years of legal experience in both private and public sectors, serving as the Deputy Secretary and General Counsel for the North Carolina Department of Transportation since 2017. Additionally, he has worked at the Banks law firm, Charles D. Watts Attorney at Law, North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company, and served as an assistant professor of law at Vanderbilt University. Watts received his Bachelor of Arts in Economics from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, his MBA from Indiana University, and his law degree from Howard Law School. Jim Hoffman has served in the interim capacity since October 2018 and is returning to private practice. In an effort to help each of us improve our quality of life, the city has partnered with Cone Health for a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Let's check in with our friends at Cone Health for today's News for Your Health.
Often, when we think about heart disease and the things that we need to do to prevent it, the focus is on things that we need to stop. But today, we're going to focus on things that we can start doing to improve our cardiovascular health. We should all be moving our bodies at least 150 minutes per week. This can be moderate activity like swimming, going for a brisk walk, mowing your lawn, or even dancing. If you can't do 5 30-minute intervals at a time, start small. You can even start at just 5 or 10 minutes and work your way up. You'll be surprised how quickly you'll be able to do more. Increasing your exercise not only limits your risk of heart disease, but it also lowers your risk of developing dementia, many cancers, and diabetes. Try to include lots of fruits and vegetables throughout the day. If you're someone who likes sugary drinks, try to make a pact with yourself that before you have any of those beverages, you'll have at least 1 or 2 waters to start your day. If you like meat, then stick with the lean meats, like chicken or turkey, rather than red meat. We also recommend that you have fish at least twice per week. And the oilier, the better. Salmon, trout, sardines, tuna, these are all fish that are high in omega-3, which is helpful in lowering the risk of heart disease. Not sleeping enough has more effects than just being sleepy the next day. We should all be trying to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And unfortunately, sleeping in on the weekends doesn't help to make up for the effects of lost sleep during the week. Trying to fall asleep at the same time each evening and wake up at the same time each morning. Also, limit screen time in the hour before you go to bed. Bright lights from cell phones and tablets and television can interfere with your body's ability to go to sleep in a natural way. We live in a stressful world, but how much stress you experience and how you react to it can increase your risk of developing many health problems, including high blood pressure. Stress also can lead to bad habits like smoking or overeating or not exercising. High blood pressure and these habits are all linked to damaging your heart arteries. If you find that you're stressed, think about ways that you can try to reduce that, like exercise, spending time with friends or family, gardening, yoga, whatever brings you joy. If after making these changes you still feel stressed or anxious, you might want to talk with your doctor, a therapist, or a religious advisor. We should all know what our blood pressure is. For most people, your blood pressure should be less than 130/80. We should also regularly check our cholesterol levels. Additionally, make sure that your doctor's checking to see what your hemoglobin A1C is. It tells us if you have diabetes or prediabetes. Finally, know your BMI, or your body mass index. This is calculated based on your height and your weight. This number will tell you if you're at ideal body weight, overweight, or obese. It's also important to know your family history. Know if people in your family have high blood pressure, strokes, or heart attacks. It's also important to know the age they were when they got these things. If men had heart attacks before 55 or women before 65, that's considered premature coronary artery disease. And that raises your risk of having these events at a younger age in life. Not only should you know, but it's important that you also tell your healthcare provider. Make sure that they know your family history so that you can work together as a team to limit your risk of heart disease in the future. Although heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the United States, by making these changes, you can start reducing your risk. If you want more information on how to take care of your heart, go to conehealth.com/heart. I'm Dr. Tiffany Randolph.
Keeping our little ones safe has been the focus of a summer learning experience that dates back several decades, and the program is still going strong. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Income-eligible households in need of reducing home heating and cooling costs are encouraged to apply for a free weatherization program. The goal of this federally funded program, conducted by Piedmont Triad Regional Council, is to help residents address health and safety issues in their homes through energy efficiency measures such as insulation, air sealing, duct sealing, bath fans, weather stripping, window caulking, water heater wrapping, and more. Beginning today from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, residents can meet with a Weatherization Assistance Program representative. No appointment is necessary to speak with a rep at the Greensboro Housing Coalition, located at 1031 Summit Avenue. Program applications can be filled out and turned in during the visit. Interested residents should bring a picture ID, 12 months of utility bills for electric and/or gas, along with income verification. The weatherization program is being hosted by the Greensboro Housing Hub, which partners with the City of Greensboro. For more information, contact Nakia Beal, Weatherization Coordinating Specialist, at 336-904-0300. Registration for Safety Town is open for preschoolers. This is more than just a community of scaled-down buildings and roadways. It's an outdoor classroom teaching children about strangers, poisons, and drugs, as well as pedestrian, bicycle, traffic, bus, fire, water, and gun safety. Safety Town is a 40-year-old partnership between the Greensboro Police Department and the National Kiwanis Club. The kids will meet each day from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. for 2 weeks. GPD school resource officers teach the valuable safety skills. Each session can accommodate 115 children. Session 2 is from June 17th through June 28th. Session 4 is from July 22nd through August 2nd. And Session 6 is from August 5th through August 16th. Graduation will take place on the last day of each session at the Lewis Recreation Center located at 3110 Forest Lawn Drive. Parents can visit the Safety Town website to register their child. Space is still available in all the afternoon sessions. Greensboro's Parks and Recreation Department and community partners will celebrate the 2019 Greensboro Trails Day from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday, June 8th at Country Park. Admission is free to participate in a guided hike, trail run, or the Kids Adventure course. Event parking is available at J.C. Park, located at 3802 J.C. Park Drive. The event will also feature crafts, BMX demos, a bike rodeo, and paddling demonstrations, just to name a few. Residents are encouraged to register online. Bring camp chairs, blankets, and your bikes. Friendly pets on a leash are also welcome. This event is supported by several community partners and sponsored by Capital Subaru of Greensboro, Rice Toyota, O2 Fitness, Great Outdoor Provision Company, REI, and Thorlo. In an effort to spotlight and celebrate local artists, business owners, community builders, and essentially the next generation of leaders, the city is proud to partner with Action Greensboro to introduce our Made in Greensboro series. Let's check out today's spotlight. Dom Sebastian Alexis is a UNCG-trained dancer, choreographer, instructor, and artistic director of a neo-contemporary dance company. But at heart, Dom Sebastian is a b-boy, a contemporary street dancer ready at any moment to dance battle alongside his buddies. This Greensboro native is the artistic director of the B-Boy Ballet, co-founder of the Gate City Breakers, and one of the creative forces behind movement projects seen around the Gate City. The dance company includes about 10 B-Boys and 5 contemporary dancers who have performed at First Fridays, Carolina Theater, LeBauer Park, and TEDx Greensboro. He has also performed with the Greensboro Ballet in its production of The Nutcracker, and he continues to spread dance knowledge. To learn more about Made in Greensboro or to see more images taken by photographers Jerry Walford and Scott Mothersbaugh, visit the Action Greensboro website at madeingso.com. Deciding how to spend more than $500 million to provide city programs and services is a monumental task given to the city manager each year. Coming up after the break, we'll show you a software program that allows residents to try their hand at formulating a city budget. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. It's that time of the year when the city manager submits a proposed budget for the city council's consideration. Thanks to technology, interested residents can try their hand at making the same budget decisions in a virtual platform. Joining me now to tell us about the budget simulator is John Decker. He is the strategic issues analyst with the city's budget department. Hello, John. Welcome back.
Hi. Thanks
Always
for having me.
good to see you.
Yeah.
So tell me, why did you develop the budget simulator?
Well, it was really in a response to what the community needs are. And, ever more busy world, folks don't have the time to show up at a public meeting at 6 o'clock on a Tuesday night. They've got things they need to do at home. So we looked for a platform where people could do it from home, do it from their mobile phone, do it from wherever they happen to be able to reach the city's resources and find out more about the budget.
Okay, so you're saying it's very easy to access. How does
Yes.
the simulator actually work?
So the simulator will present the entire budget to you, both the expense side and the revenue side. And the whole point is it has to be balanced. Just like we have to balance it, you'll have to balance it. So it provides a lot of information about different departments and what all is included in the budget, provides education on the budget and context, provides a little bit more information on how much things cost, like what it costs for our police department, what it costs for our fire department. And then you can prioritize what you want to see and provide feedback and comments on what you would like to see in the community, and then ultimately play city manager or council and try and balance that budget.
Okay, so you've just outlined what kind of information can be found when people access the simulator. If a group says we're really interested in this, do you do demonstrations to show them how?
Yeah, I'm absolutely happy to come out and do group presentations. We've done it with groups like Synergy and neighborhood organizations as well. And again, the simulator has a lot of information, but sometimes it helps to have somebody there to walk you through it and provide a little bit more information. In the simulator itself, you can get to department information that's available on our website, more information in the budget document, but having somebody there that can talk you through it can be helpful as well. So I'm open for those invites.
Okay, I'm sure you'll get a few calls. But when you have that engagement with the citizenship, do you find that they are enlightened and more appreciative of the process, realizing that it's not easy to balance a city budget?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one of the main goals was to develop something that would educate the public on the budget and what's included in it, but also on the difficulty of balancing a budget. And it's easy to say, oh, it's too expensive, or I want more of that. But when you're looking at trying to balance the budget, it's what are you going to do less of, or what are you going to do more of to make the revenues and expenditures balance. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, you say this is an opportunity for the residents to not only access the simulator, but give some feedback.
Absolutely.
What happens to their feedback?
Yeah, so they can provide comments on any particular line item that's available in the simulator. They can also provide general comments on what they see as the biggest issues facing the city. Do they feel like they're getting their money's worth from the city's tax dollars as well? And that information is collected and it's ultimately shared with council and the manager's office to help give indication of what the priorities are from the citizens that take part in the simulation.
Okay, and before you go, tell us, where do they access the budget simulator?
So the budget simulator can be accessed from the city's website, the budget page, and it can also be accessed directly from www.greensboro-nc.gov/simulator.
Okay, that's very easy. Well, thank you, John, for making the budget process interactive and easier for residents to understand. Congratulations on getting through the budget season. Almost there.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Almost
Yeah.
there. So come back and see us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay tuned for a little known fact about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. One way to stay informed about what's happening in the city is by attending or tuning in to city council meetings. The Greensboro City Council meetings are open to the public, but if you cannot attend, we broadcast the meetings live right here on GTN, and we also stream the meetings live on the city's website. Council meetings take place at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesdays of the month on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The first meeting of the month includes public comments and special presentations. Meetings on the third Tuesday of the month focus on public hearings and city business. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. Mayor Nancy Vaughn is seeking 5 Greensboro residents interested in serving on a Citizens Advisory Committee to provide input for the Piedmont Triad Airport Authority's Noise Compatibility Planning Study update. The committee will provide input on current noise conditions around the airport, will review existing measures in place to reduce aircraft noise exposure on neighborhoods, will advise the authority if any adjustments may be needed to those measures, and will comment on study results. The committee will meet 4 times during the study update, which should last approximately 1 year. To allow for broader public participation, the authority and its consultants will hold 2 public workshops using an open house format to explain the study, present information, and to solicit public comments. These workshops will be publicized. The FAA has final authority to accept the noise exposure maps and approve any changes to the noise compatibility program if recommended by the authority. Residents who are interested in serving should contact Sharon Bell, Assistant to Mayor Nancy Vaughn, at 336-373-2002. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight. But first, prepare to mark your calendar for all the great events happening this week on the town.
Hey, this is Lana. This weekend, Greensboro hosts a plethora of arts and cultural events, so let's get started. The Drama Center presents the teen production of Shakespeare at Hand, two one-act plays designed to introduce Shakespeare to children this Friday starting at 8 p.m. at the Stephen D. Hires Theater. The show consists of As the Bard Turns and Romeo and Juliet. Both were written by the Drama Center's Rosina Whitfield and have had numerous productions nationwide. For more information about the Drama Center and additional shows this weekend, visit thedramacenter.com. Join us this Saturday for the first annual Gateway Drone Rodeo and the RC Expo at Gateway Gardens from 1 to 6 p.m. This family-friendly event will feature hands-on experience, drone racing, photography, agriculture, FAA rules and regulations review, panel discussions, and more. Food trucks will be on site as well as music and vendors. Go to greensboro-nc.gov for more information on this first ever drone event. Greensboro Performing Arts is proud to present their 10-year anniversary spring concert this Saturday at 6 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. Featuring their classical ballet companies, tap, jazz, and modern dancers, and select pieces from their recent musical theater productions, this show has something for everyone. For ticket information, visit carolinatheater.com. The Tanger Family Bicentennial Gardens will host the Parisian Promenade this Sunday starting at noon. This event recreates the sights, scenes, sounds, and smells of a spring afternoon in Paris, all in our own bicentennial garden. Sidewalk artists, live music, children's activities, family games, a poodle parade emceed by Greensboro's own Amanda Lamert, and more. Admission is free. For more information on the Parisian Promenade, go to greensborobeautiful.org. Also on Sunday, check out music for a Sunday evening in the park event known as MUSEP. The concert will be held at White Oak Amphitheater starting at 6 p.m. with musical act Gate City Divas. This event is free to the public and donations are appreciated. For more information on the concert, go to greensboro-nc.gov/MUSEP. Keep watching FYI Weekly right here on GTN to find out about more events happening on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Today we place the spotlight on Parks and Recreation. The city is celebrating its first outdoor pickleball complex located at Smith Community Park on Fairview Street. Pickleball is one of the fastest growing leisure activities in the country. The USA Pickleball Association experienced a 650% increase in membership since 2013. This project is in response to many residents who wanted more opportunities to play pickleball year-round. The complex meets our Plan to Play goal of enhancing our existing facilities. The pickleball courts, along with a new gazebo, are part of the first phase of redevelopment in the recently approved Smith Community Park Master Plan. This project was made possible through a collaboration with the Growth Network, UNCG, and the Junior League of Greensboro, which provided an $8,000 community impact grant. There will be a free beginners pickleball clinic on June 6th for those who want to learn the game. Registration is available online. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the Steve Milliken Black Cap Veterans Group for hosting a Memorial Day ceremony at the Guilford County Veterans Memorial in Country Park. The keynote address was delivered by retired U.S. Marine Corps Colonel Charles Jones, a 30-year veteran. Colors were presented by the U.S. Army 82nd Airborne Division out of Fort Bragg. Thank you to all the men and women serving in the armed forces, and we are forever in debt to our fallen soldiers for making the ultimate sacrifice. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.